Hey there, this is Eviee with Whatsurmmo. This is a place where you have the opportunity to talk about your MMO. It's from the gamers to the gamers. Today I'm speaking with somebody from my favorite MMO, Aion. His name is Karos. Well, his toon's name is Karos. He is a true blue Asmodean from the Israel server. We spoke a bit about factions and about PvE versus PvP, and just if he had any little extra tips and whatnot to give those out there who may be thinking about joining Aion. Do you prefer the PvP aspect of Aion or the PvE?
I like both. I'll say a little more slanted towards PvP.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not one of those guys who PvP is 24/7. I get my PVs into a lot of it for AP.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite instance so far?
Oh, ESO. I live in that place. Yes, I do.
ESO? ESO Terrence?
Yep. Yeah, I go through there 15 minutes.
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good AP feed.
Yep.
With our server, there is definitely a faction imbalance. Why do you think that is?
Well, more people started to play Elders in the beginning. You know, they've always outnumbered us pretty much on all servers. Why that is, I'm not sure. But I don't think the gap's as bad now as it once was. But there's still a lot more Elders than Asmos, and that's been confirmed.
Do you feel that our faction, though, has a lot more PvEers than PvP?
No. I mean, I think if you look at Fort Sieges, I know people cry when we lose, but the percentage of people who come out from our side, I would say is at least equal to Helios. But when they have 800 people on, and we have 600 on, you know, if we draw the same percentage out, they have 2 or 3 more alliances. No, I think a lot of people on Asmo's side, they PvP. But it can be frustrating when you're in the eye, and you're with 2 or 3 people, and 10 people zerg you down.
Yeah, I hear you. Been there, done that. I've watched you on our server actually come into your own as a leader in our server. How do you feel about that?
Well, I have a long history on this server. I'm the former BG of Not a Spy. That Legion still ranks #1. So when I was BG of them, I was always involved in faction politics and sieging and all that stuff. Then, you know, I stayed. Then once I dropped the BG title, went into Insanity, whatever. You know, I stayed out of the spotlight. But once I got Commander and I had that nice little spam, you know, I don't want the eye lock, so I use it.
Right.
And I enjoy the sieging aspect of the game.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. I didn't realize that you were with Not a Spy at first.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I played from the start of AM, basically. Got into NAS. You know, became pretty much the lead officer there. BG for probably about 2 years. The reason they gained all that AP was pretty much because of me. The way I ran things. So, you know, that became a full-time job, basically. So I kind of went back to me just playing for myself. So
that was kind of my next question. It has to do with that, about the responsibilities of being a BG in a Legion or just being a leader. There is a lot of responsibility that comes with it.
When I was running NAS, I would oftentimes be dealing with stuff before I went to work, you know, 7 in the morning. At one time, I was paying for 2 or 3 of my members' accounts. Dealt with stuff all day, even sometimes at work through text and stuff. Had to solve everyone's problems. You know, it was the way I ran it. It was a full-time job. Did interviews. You know, that's how I met my girlfriend, who lives with me now. She applied for NAS, interviewed her. And she sounded cute, so one thing led to another. But yeah, no, a full-time job.
Wow. Yeah, and because there's just so many people out there that don't understand that it's more than just a game. I know when we're playing and we're like, relax, it's just a game. But the reality is, for a lot of people, it's more than a game. Like you said, it becomes an integrated part of our life and a job, a non-paying one.
Which actually costs money.
Yeah, in the long run, you're right. The other question I have is, what kind of advice do you have for other gamers and people that are maybe new to Aion?
Well, one, learn your class. Don't be scared to ask questions. Definitely learn from more advanced players or more experienced players. I'm definitely not, the best Sin out there, but I've watched lots of Riza's videos and Fiel's videos, and some of the top Sins playing, and tried to learn from them. Follow other players' advice, but don't be scared to experiment. Try different stigma builds, see what works for you.
Right. I have said to people that I don't believe solely that it's one way, that it has to be a certain stigma build, or you have to have your gear stoned a certain way, so much as you find your groove and what works for you, what kind of player you are.
I know for my Sin, I have a certain build I use on a transform. I have a certain build I use when I'm in group PvP with healers. I have a certain build when I'm in arenas, solo. So, different things for different situations.
Exactly. It's not just one way. I have this is kind of a funny question, but something we talk about often is, are you a keybinder or are you a clicker?
I have a lot of my skills keybound, but I'm definitely not at the level of someone like Feel, who he just has everything like automatic. I'm trying to get there. I used to be 100% clicker back in the day, and I'm trying to get where everything's totally perfectly keybound. But some of my simple stuff, like hitting into bar form, I still click.
Right.
But I'm trying to totally eliminate clicks. It's getting there.
It's not easy. I'm probably kind of there too. It's like the keyboard isn't big enough. I can't reach. On other places it's too big. It's too wide. Let's see. I think you've gotten all my questions. I didn't have very many. So anything else that you want to put out there?
No, I'm excited for 4.0. I think, the bigger areas will make the PvPers happy. Anyone interested in a good game, I think should check out Aion. Definitely roll Asmo and Israfel. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, 4.0 looks amazing. I'm looking forward to 4.0 myself. Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Stand up with a fake smile, we could wake up